Very much welcome to GAC Presents How to Invest in Stock Market Part 1.
Hello friends, very much welcome to this episode of How to Invest in Stock Markets from GAC. Previously, we learned how a company starts, what are different motivations behind starting a company, how, when and why promoter or promoters decide to take a company to share market by bringing its initial public offering and the entire process behind that. In this episode, we will see this process from the investor side, and thereafter we will try to learn the structure of market, as you can also make it from the diagram on the board. If a retail investor is interested in buying a particular stock, he or she need to have a demat account. For that, the investor need to approach one of the many existing brokers where he or she gets his demat account or her demat account. Once the investor logs into the demat account, he or she can buy the stock of his liking. Once the buyer selects that option, the interface of the account asks on which exchange, whether N.S.E.B.E. or B.S.E., the buyer wants to buy that stock. After making that selection, the buyer buys that stock and the purchase is complete. At any point of time, following the same very interface and its processes, the buyer can sell that very stock if willing buyers are already existing in the market. Now we will learn briefly about the structure of the market. At the very top of the market, there is Security and Exchange Board of India. This is a government body and the regulatory authority for the capital markets. Now, we will also learn a little about the capital markets. Capital market is a market where not only shares of a company but also debt of a company, as well as commodities and forex and their derivatives such as options, forwards and futures are traded. And SEBI is the regulatory authority which controls this entire capital market in India. But we are primarily interested in equity investment, that's why we will talk about that. If viewers are interested in knowing about commodities, forex and derivatives as well, we can have a different session for that. Now, beneath that comes National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange. They have to follow the guidelines and regulations set by the SEBI. Thereafter comes various brokers. I didn't want to mention name of any broker, that's why I have named them like this, like broker number 1, 2 and 3. So these two exchanges, all these brokers have affiliations with either N.S.E.B.E. or B.S.E. or both the exchanges, and thereafter through these brokers, through their demat accounts, the retail investors can trade their securities or equities. Now friends, when people talk about markets, you might have heard them talking about indices like Sensex, Nifty, Nifty Bank, Nifty Pharma. What are these actually? Let's go to the most famous index, that is Sensex. That has been created by B.S.E. It's actually a group of 30 companies given different weightages selected from various sectors like automobile, pharma, bank to give a representation of market. Whether market is up or down, we track with the help of this index. If this index is Sensex, it's up, we say the market is up. If it is down, we say the market is down. The same kind of index has been created by National Stock Exchange as well. Name of that index is Nifty. Instead of a group of 30 companies, it's a group of 50 companies where every sector of the market is represented proportionally. Since both of these Sensex represent market, there is a correlation of more than 99% between these two indices. In the same very manner, to track performance of a particular sector, both the exchanges, National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange, have created some sectoral indices as well. Nifty Bank and Nifty Pharma are example of such indices. Nifty Bank represents how the banking sector is performing, and Nifty Pharma represents how the pharmaceutical sector is performing. Again, these sectors, these indices are group of a few companies which represent that entire sector. Now I think our concept of indices must be very much clear. If you have got any problem or confusion, do mention that in the comment section so that we can create a new video to sort out that confusion. So friends, if you like today's session, do subscribe to our channel, like and share its videos. This will motivate us to keep creating such videos to disseminate quality education and information to masses. Again, thank you very much.